Alright, so today we're going to talk about the history of my least favorite font, and that one is Impact. Impact was designed in 1965 by Geoffrey Lee. He worked as a type director in the UK at a company called Pemberton's and eventually became head of the graphic design unit there. On the left I have an image showcasing Impact in both uppercase and lowercase, shows the ascender, descender, etc. How is Impact different? Well, to start, Impact is a sans serif font that was created with the intention of standing out. Lee wanted to use as much ink as possible for each letter to achieve this, so that the font could be used for advertising on signs and for headlines and that sort of thing to catch people's attention. So as previously mentioned, Impact was designed in 1965, so they were still using typesetting as a technique before photo typesetting took over, which means that they were using hand-cut metal to form each letter. Impact was designed for the Stephenson Blake Type Foundry in Sheffield, but when digital type gained momentum in the 90s, Stephenson Blake withdrew from the type industry and companies such as Microsoft were given permission to use the font, and that's why we see it in programs such as Word, PowerPoint, etc. Popularity. Aside from being available in Microsoft programs, Impact has been seen in two pretty big areas, and that's metal band t-shirts and memes. I love metal, I love memes, but I don't like Impact. And in the next few images, I'll explain why. Alright, so here's some metal band t-shirts. Most of these bands are actually still around making good music, but these shirts, I don't like them. They're supposed to come across as bold, strong, like in your face, which I guess metal is, but the font to me, it just looks dated, cheesy. Like 2008 called, it wants its shirt back, or maybe it doesn't, because yeah, those are just ugly. So this begs the question, why do memes use the Impact font? Well, I guess it's because it is a bold font. It does stand out from the image. It catches your attention. It is like a headline, so that makes sense. But at the same time, memes are such a generic form of humor and entertainment that you just see the font all the time and it's just diminished its value, in my opinion. So I've given my reasoning of why I just don't like the Impact font, but at the end of the day, it's not up to me to decide if it's used or not, and I'll leave you with this. One does not simply get rid of Impact.